Hello, my name is Douglas Bloch. Welcome to the Depression Recovery Channel, where each week we talk about practical tools and coping strategies for healing from depression and anxiety. Today is Flashback Friday, a feature in which I republish one of my earlier videos you might not have seen that contains really important coping strategies that will help you attain a better mood. Now here's today's video. Today's video is called One Reason Why You Should Never Give Up. Before we do that, of course, we have to do our weekly ritual joke. And, the other day I noticed I was sweeping over and over and over again in the same pattern. And then I realized I was ruminating. Delayed laughter, that's okay. So, one reason you should never give up, right? Well, the other day I was reflecting upon my long and eventful life. I'm 72. I hope I have at least another decade left. And I realized that every significant life-changing experience I've ever had has been something I never would have expected or predicted. For example, moving to Oregon when I was 24. Oregon, we just thought that was trees and lumber and rain when I was growing up. No one was going to move to Oregon. What else? Oh, becoming a writer. Yeah. My English was my worst class in high school. I didn't take one single English or literature course in college. That's how much I didn't like it. Yet at 29, I started my writing career. What else? Oh yeah, getting healed at Living Enrichment Center. I talk about this in my first video I ever did called Healing from Depression Naturally. Getting healed in 72 hours from an episode that had lasted 18 months. I never would have expected that. And finally starting a YouTube channel. Hey, I thought that was only something celebrities did. So 4 big things in my life, becoming a writer, moving to Oregon, getting out of a horrible depression, starting this channel. I can name 4 or 5 other things, all of them, something I never would have predicted. Now, I would like you to do the same exercise with yourself as I did for myself. Look back over the course of your life and ask yourself, look at the major events that have happened to you, either for good or for ill, and ask yourself, would I have ever predicted these events would happen? Would I have ever expected them to happen? Now, you can do this right now, or you can pause the video and do it now, or you can basically wait till the end of the video. So, I suspect you will have the same experience I did, that most of the life-changing events in your life were something you never would have expected. So what's the phenomenon behind this experience? It's a basic truth and principle, and it is, you never know what tomorrow may bring. It's human nature to think that because something is happening now, that's the way it's always going to be. But as we've seen from these exercises, that's not necessarily true. But when a person is really depressed, this tendency to expect that the past and present will continue into the future is magnified tenfold. So we're in this black abyss. We think it's never going to end, and no wonder why we want to throw in the towel. But we must persevere anyway. In the opening video on my website, Overcoming Suicidal Pain, I said that being depressed is like driving through a curved tunnel. At some point, you'll get to the point where you are enclosed in darkness and you cannot see the exit. And you'll think, oh my God, I'll never get out of here. It's dark. It will always be dark. But if you can just keep on driving, at some point you will come to the opening and emerge out of the darkness into the light, which is why I said earlier, keep persevering, even if you think nothing's going to change. Another image similar to driving through a curved tunnel is coming through a birth canal. You're in darkness. At some point you emerge and there's a birth. And all of my depressive episodes have been followed by a birth. One time I was living with my parents, and when I got better, I moved to Portland, Oregon, something I never expected. Another time, as I mentioned, when I was healed at the Living Enrichment Center, that began this mental health ministry. And a third time, maybe this is the most important, after the episode ended, I got back together with my wife, Joan, something I never would have thought of. I thought we were done. We'd just been divorced. And yet, here was this wonderful reunion. I've also seen such unexpected renewals occur in the depression support groups I used to facilitate. I can think of Lori, came to us directly from the hospital with a severe anxiety disorder, agoraphobia. When she first started, she was so anxious, she couldn't leave her home. She had to have someone drive her here and then take her back. And she said, I'm so disabled, my life is essentially over. And yet, within 6 months, she was well enough. Not only did she go back to work in an assisted living facility, but she was eventually promoted to director of nursing. Now, if you had asked her when she first came to the group, you will become the director of nursing and run this place that you were working at, she would have said, oh, no, this is absolutely absurd. And yet, that's exactly what happened. This is why the Venerable Dalai Lama once said, whatever is going around you, never give up, never give up. He should know. His monastery was destroyed by the communist Chinese when they invaded Tibet. He almost was killed, escaped with his life, settled in India, and became a world teacher, and eventually won the Nobel Prize. So, from being a refugee and escaping death, now he's Nobel Prize winner and obviously a name recognized around the world. I would like to leave you with these words, which I wrote as the conclusion of my memoir, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop. I know I've used them before in other videos, but they bear repeating. If you are on the edge of the abyss, don't jump. If you are going through hell, don't stop. As long as you are breathing, there is hope. As long as day follows night, there is hope. Nothing stays the same forever. Set an intention to heal, reach out for support, and you will find help. As they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle. You never know what tomorrow may bring. This has been Douglas Bloch. I hope you found the information on this Flashback Friday video helpful. If so, please give it a like, as likes draw more and more people to this channel and hopefully some more subscribers. You can also leave your comments in the comments section or email me, douglasbloch@gmail.com. If you do want to subscribe to this channel, click on my photo in the closing credits. You'll be taken to my subscribe page. And if you click on the bell to the right, you'll be notified every time I do a new video or live chat. And if you want to contribute to this channel and become a patron, simply click on the Patreon image. You'll be taken to my crowdfunding site. And until next video, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you so much.